That's and you mentioned that when if there is a physical guru who's still in this body who has needs, we are also in the physical bodies and have needs, or even if we want that cup of coffee. So how, and this is and goes for someone like me who's grown up in the West, but I have a lot of heritage from the East. So how do I walk this path of like materialistic, one would say materialistic desires like job, money, wanting a house, perhaps even a family? How do I reconcile that with this path? Is it about having that awareness of where my original home is? Is it about that silent connection and introspection and meditation? How do I balance that? Because I find myself in that situation. I'm sure others do too.
Yeah, Maya, you are your home. You are your original state. You are where you belong. All those things are already sitting in you. Now you don't have to use your mind again to go back to where you belong to, etc. You are everything always. And my direct answer to that question is being natural. Being natural is fully accepting you as you are. Denial, suppression only means postponement. When we deny something or when we suppress something, that's exactly where the mind rests. When there is a desire and it seeks a fulfillment, and when you deny it or suppress it, that's exactly where the mind gets stuck. That's not a good idea. What we need is that we have to flow with life. Everything is okay in life as an experience. What is do's and don't? When we, for our experience, when we have to hurt somebody, I say avoid it. Don't hurt people through thoughts, through expressions or actions, because that leaves negative, heavy energy, which we can avoid. But whatever is not hurting anybody, why not? Why not? So there's no, we don't have to really keep a boundary for ourselves, because that's, I believe that these boundaries are illusions. And uh, the when we are natural, like for example, we can learn that from small children. When a child needs a toffee, it will shriek and shout and cry and until he get it. We don't have to do all that, but we should, I mean, we are all pretty grown-up children. We are not really become adults. We are children with a big size. I think nobody grows up in life. We are all children until we die, because we have needs, we have desires, we have a child in us, we have adult in us, we have everything in us. As I said before, we are multi-dimensional. And when we deny our multi-dimensionality, then it's a problem. So I would say that being natural is the answer all the time. Being natural, just be natural. Be you all the time. Be completely you. And people will appreciate your authenticity because you're being you. Who can say you can't be you? You're already that. Now, tomorrow you want to be Sylvester Stallone. It's not possible. It's already taken. So you are you. The best you can be in this lifetime is being you. And that you be you with full dedication, full authenticity, full application. And that's the brilliant thing you can do in this life. Imagine you have some disappointment. Express that disappointment as you like. I'm not saying that shout and scream and throw stones at somebody. I mean, not hurt anybody, but everything has to be told and expressed. So I believe that we have the right to be ourselves, and this is the right we have. Out of this right, everything else is responsibility. We should be, if you are holding a passport of a country, we should be responsible to that country in adding value to that country. See, when I go to many countries, I become part of that country who's hosting me. Even though I hold a passport of Bharat, when I go to various countries, I completely dedicate myself for the welfare of that country, the host country, because at that point in time, I support or I do something good for I add value to that country. So like that, there are the entire life is filled with responsibilities, not rights. Right is to be you. That's the main right you have. Our major right is to be completely ourselves. And that nobody can question it, nobody can take it away, because that's your most authentic expression, most realistic, most authentic. So that nobody can question. But apart from that, it's all responsibility. So if we understand this, first of all, be natural, be you, totally, 100%. And don't worry about whether you have to return back to your past or future. That's not important. Be in the present fully, which includes past, which includes future. So present is like a big quadrant. Part of it is past, part of it is future. Present is not standalone. So be in the present. That's the best you can do. Start walking from where you're sitting. That's the best you can do. And be totally yourself, as if it's nobody's business. Nobody has the right to question you. And that will give you a lot of power and strength. People will respect you for you, what you are, or people will respect you for being you, because that's your most authentic expression. People will love your authenticity. I have not done anything in the world except being Mohanji. That's all I have done in this world. Don't think that I have given great teachings or philosophies, or that's all illusion for me. What I have delivered to this world is myself. Being myself is the most authentic thing I have ever given to this world. Some people like it, some people dislike it, which I cannot control. So you don't have to worry about who likes you or who dislikes you. Everybody cannot like you. Everybody cannot dislike you, because their frequency has to match ours to communicate. That's why I said it takes time to connect. And you should always allow that time to mature into anything. A seed is put on the ground, it takes time to become a tree. One day it will not become a tree, and next day it doesn't start bearing fruits. So we need to give it time, space, energies, and just watch. So some of the relationships come together and makes it a great thing, and events happen. Great things happen in life. Sometimes relationship does not fly. Some relationship, we should not get disturbed about it. Some has to happen, some did not happen. It's all fine. A lot of flowers on the tree. Some become fruit, and a few of them fall after becoming fruit. Few of them stay on and become completely a ripe fruit. So life is like that. All our attempts may not be successful. It's okay. But at least attempt shows we have an intention. And that intention is registered in the universe. And at some point in time, that becomes reality. So let's have great intentions, and great realities will happen in the world. I only look at this way. Since I am walking this earth at this point in time, as long as I breathe here, eat from here, sleep here, I would like to deliver something good the way I can within my capacity. That's all what I think. There is no other responsibility for me. When somebody says, I don't like you, I don't want to be with you, it simply means I don't have responsibility over that person. So that relieves me.